Alright, I have the Saga of Master 3 into Master 2 for you to watch. This is probably going to be a 2, maybe even 3-part video. We were on a 4-win streak after losing our first match, as per tradition it seems like, and getting into the rank. Then we went on a 4-win streak and I was like, there's no way I'm going 5-0. Of course we lost the Win Cup game. Then we were able to win 2 in a row thankfully and hit Master 2. So all in all, you know, if you look at the entire history, we still have our Master 5 games on here. We've been progressing pretty well. This is an 80% win rate in Master 2 now, up to Master 2, you know, all through Master rank. 4 losses, 16 wins, which is kind of crazy. We were using pure Kashtira for the first 2 ranks, and then we switched back over to Floowandereeze. This is the deck list. I changed it a little bit over the course of the past couple days. If you notice on my timestamps, I didn't play for 2 days. I was just busy, so it is what it is. But yeah, so 1 DD Crow still. I was thinking about cutting this. I literally haven't played a tier limit in Master 3, I don't think, which is crazy. But yeah, we've got it in there still for now. I'm probably going to run into tier limit like crazy in Master 2. That's what happened last season, so we might have to go back to D fissures and stuff, but we'll see. 3 Robina, 3 Eaglin, 1 Stree, and the double Toucan still. This has been like my standard for I don't even know how many seasons now. We've gone back to the triple Fossil Dyna, 2 Shifter, 1 Apex, 1 Mega, 1 Snowl, and 1 Empin, 1 Gold Sark, double Duality, triple Extravagance. Okay, 1 Prosperity, 1 Map. Konami, Map, and Empin need to go to 2 at least. At least. Like, there's no excuse anymore to keep these at 1. 1 Unexplored Winds, triple Book of Eclipse, so this is a new one. We've opted for Book of Eclipse over Book of Moon and over Dark Ruler. Now, there is a case to say that Dark Ruler might be stronger. The only case that you have for Book of Moon or Book of Eclipse being stronger is that you can respond with it during, like, if you get impermed or veilered, whereas with Dark Ruler you can't. Dark Ruler probably is better. Just when going second than Book of Eclipse, but Book of Eclipse can also bait Ash, which is huge in this deck actually. So that is actually an added benefit, potentially. I mean, sometimes you actually need the book to resolve, so getting Ash is like a detriment, but baiting the Ash is usually okay. Double Called By still, again for Ash Blossom. I am thinking about cutting this too, like cutting these 3. Because you notice that I only play 1 Unexplored Winds now, and this card is just too good to just play 1 of, I think, but it's been working, I guess, for now. Triple Advent, of course, triple Evenly still, of course, and then the 1 Dreaming Town. The extra deck doesn't matter, okay? Play your Zeus package, which is your Assembled Nightingale, your Downward, and your Zeus, that's all you need. But yeah, that is the deck list. Let's go ahead and take a look at maybe just 1 or 2 of matches, and I'm going to break them down quite in depth for you guys. So 2 days pass and I give the deck some more thought, and I figure, you know, there's really no reason not to run Book of Eclipse over Book of Moon here. So I opt to put in the 3 Book of Eclipse. They're all just super rare, so no problem to craft them. The opponent starts off with a very strong opening Fenrir, but they bring it out in attack mode. They set 1 pass, so they got Fenrir and a couple mystery cards, but you know, most likely hand traps, right? So we're going to draw for turn, and this is another reason why Book of Eclipse can be so good, is because it's also an Ash bait. So the opponent values the Fenrir interruption over the Ash Blossom interruption, which is good for me because Ash Blossom is actually more significant, especially in this case, since I have the Advent of Adventure to dodge the Fenrir targeted banish. In this scenario, right, you have to play these things out in your mind. If the opponent has Imperm Fenrir here, if they attempt to Imperm, we chain Advent, banish, get Robina, summon Robina, right, search Toucan, summon Toucan, bring back. If the opponent tries to banish one of the small birds, it gets banished face up because they want to keep me off 2 monsters here, because I'll get the Empin search off of Eaglin. Then we're able to summon Stree and continue the play to summon the Empin. If the opponent opts to wait for the Empin to hit the board, well, in this case, it wouldn't be able to activate because, you know, it's in attack mode and Empin hits the board and it negates the attack position monster. But if they had it in defense and the Empin hits the board here and then they attempt to activate Fenrir to banish Empin, then we chain Advent here. So, you know, either way, if this was an imperm, we had to chain the Advent the first time and they saved the Fenrir interruption for when the Empen hits the field, that's the way we lose. So there's a lot of complex interactions, right? They can try to banish a small bird, prevent me from getting Empen, or they want me to get Empen and then banish the Empen if they put out in defense and force me to play around an imperm. So there's a lot of scenarios where we still lose this, but at least we baited out the Ash. So, you know, the opponent might have double Ash, double Maxi or something, and the Fenrir, so this is really good. We're able to get the Empen on field, and as soon as the Empen hits the field, it's going to negate the attack position Fenrir because it was special summoned. So at this point, I'm not worried. I bring back both the birds because I'm going to plan to Advent one away for a map. So we search trap card here, normal summon Patchy. Okay, beat into the Fenrir, beat for 1200. They can't summon the Fenrir in hand because of Patchy now. We go Advent, banishing this tree that we brought back, activate map, set the Dreaming Town, and set Advent and pass. Okay, I went to main phase 2 first, right, with just, you know, Empen and Patchy on field. If they even lead me, I chain one of the Advents, and I banish the Empen search map, and then I banish the Advent and keep Patchy, and I set this, and I play map, right? And this should be enough, because with Toucan in rotation, which I don't have, and I won't get, I'll have to go for a Ryza off of this Eaglin, so I would lose my Empen interruption on field. But again, the deny of the special summon is really important. So here the opponent ends up having nothing, thankfully, so we draw evenly matched for turn. And yeah, we reveal Eaglin, and the opponent just scoops it up. So yeah, we got lucky there. The opponent bricked up a bit, and you can see just like small interruption, and we have to play so carefully around potential things that will easily stop us with just like one interruption. So alright, in this matchup here, we end up losing the coin toss once again. Our hand is not good. We have to hope to resolve a prosperity and draw into something that's playable, at least with the unexplored winds, which, by the way, I cut to 1. It makes our tribute monster live if we draw into any bird, and this is why unexplored winds can be so good. I really did not want to cut it to 1, but I needed to make room for the 3 books and the 3 Patchies. So I start off drawing into Extravagance, activating it, and the opponent ashes, which is good because now I can resolve prosperity here. The opponent's opening play was set 3, so I'm thinking like, is this stun? They started with Extravagance, set 3, you know, most likely a stun deck. So I'm going to go ahead and prosp, and we reveal Eaglin and Eclipse. So if I would have resolved that Extravagance, if I summoned the Eaglin and the opponent kept the Ash, they would have beat me most likely. If they didn't have Ash and I resolved the Extravagance and was able to draw into the Eaglin, I would activate the Unexplored Winds here and hope that this resolves, and then summon the Eaglin, hope that it resolves, and then play from there. I do have the Book of Eclipse to play around a potential imperm, which I am expecting at this point. So, you know, we reveal a couple of cards. I opt to take the Robina. I activate the Unexplored Winds and summon Robina. Okay, sure enough, the opponent does have imperm, so we have to chain the Book of Eclipse here to flip our bird face down and just hope that they don't have a second imperm. Thankfully, they do not, and they've already used their Ash, so we don't have to worry about Ash negating this as well. So this is another interaction. If they imperm and you try to chain Book of Eclipse and they Ash it, then like the imperm's going through. So, but I don't know. Would they really bother to do that? Because they could just Ash the bird itself. I don't know, but it's a weird interaction. Anyways, we are able to play through the imperm here, and when I saw that on response of the Book of Eclipse, it asked me if I wanted to DD Crow, it means that the opponent has no more interruption. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to search for Eaglin, and the safer play would definitely be go Apex, tribute off one of their cards, put Apex on board, that can negate the other one. But I get greedy because, again, I got the tell that after activating the Book of Eclipse, it didn't pass priority back to them, meaning they have nothing activatable. So I'm like, I'll take the risk, I'll summon the Eaglin, and it ends up paying off. I end up searching Empen, and then we're going to go ahead and tribute off one of their cards. It is a Call by the Grave. We are going to resolve the Empen and the Eaglin back to hand. And I'm debating if I want to get rid of my Robina, which would get sent to graveyard, sorry, because it's face down, it wouldn't get banished. But the opponent ends up scooping before I can even make a decision. But I think I probably would have, and maybe Empen search, would it be Advent and grab map, or just search trap card and be safe with the one Eaglin and just play through Unexplored Winds. I think, yeah, playing through Unexplored Winds with Eaglin and the trap card would be the best bet there, so